Is it Be Live in 5?
Yeah, we are on Be Live.
Oh,
in
yeah,
5,
that's right.
hopefully.
Yeah, sorry, I've just crawled out the cupboard and woke up, I think. Yeah.
We should be live on the page, all things being equal. But we've only got seconds to go, so hopefully I'll be able to share it. Hello, Fonz.
Evening, afternoon, good day, good night.
Yeah, we're international, so it could be any time, anywhere around the world.
You could be watching it 3 years in the future. So this is what it was like in 2021. If you are, can't get my hair cut.
We can't, not until April 12th, and there's going to be a great big rush of people going to the hairdressers. So that's we've got 5 weeks because the schools went back today.
Yeah.
And providing nothing untoward happens in the next 5 weeks, we should be able to go to the hairdressers and to the shops.
Yeah, it's be like the good old days.
This is true. Getting back to normal and say hello to
Guten Tag.
Guten Tag, Corinda. There we are.
I think it's saying hello in German.
Yeah, it's close.
Yeah,
it's close. We've got the gist of it, Corinda. And thank you for joining us. Corinda and I are live tomorrow, same time as we're live here today. And anything can happen. Anything at all. Right, before we get to the pop quiz, we'll wait for everybody to arrive. So if you're arriving, then please sign in by typing a comment, and then we'll start the quiz. We've spun the wheel off. Fonz spun the wheel, and the year is 1988.
This year, it's not the Wheel of Fortune this week. Why do I keep saying this year? This week, it's the Wheel of Misfortune because we've got 1988. And I think we're going to struggle without help.
I think we are. Oh, and Corinda's had his second vaccine. Excellent news, Corinda.
That's good news. Yeah.
I mean, that's this time last week I was suffering from the first vaccine.
Yeah.
Which is why we ended early. This week I'm back to normal. So
yeah. You haven't
there's normal as normal can be.
You haven't sprouted an extra arm, have you? Or...
No. I mean, the actual vaccination itself was simple and straightforward.
Yeah,
it's just cells.
Yeah, it's just like any vaccine or anything. You have an injection for something, it does. Your body's got to adjust to it, hasn't it? Really, it's something in the system, isn't it?
Angelica is going this Friday, and she's going to Devices Corn Exchange, which is in the centre of town. So I should be escorting her there and escorting her back. Yeah, I can empathise, Corinda. Headache.
Yeah, the arm ache. The thing is, I've got a phobia to needles, a real bad phobia, and that goes back to my childhood and the dentist. I had a dentist called Dr. Lillycrap. Yeah, that was his name. We made lots of jokes about it, but that was actually his name, Dr. Lillycrap. And he was getting on a bit, and his hands was like this, and he was injecting me, and wasn't a pleasant experience. And since then, I've always had a thing about needles.
Understandable, but my dentist when I was a lad was Mr. Hackett, which is not the best name for a dentist, really.
Okay.
He's going to hack your teeth.
Yeah, hack them out.
Yeah, I mean, those days it wasn't an injection; it was gas, which was terrifying if you're young.
The worst name for a dentist. The worst name for a dentist is Isam Yankit.
Okay. Okay. Right. Okay. Shall we bring the quiz? I'll go to screen share. So screen and hopefully share and bring up the quiz. Okay. And the quiz has come through. Bring the quiz up on screen. If I can find the right screen. Okay. So I'm going to put the quiz full screen. And Corinda, can you confirm that you can still hear Fonz and I?
Yeah.
Mind you, if you can't hear us, then he's not going to be able to reply, is he, really?
I can hear you, but I don't know if that still counts.
That still counts, yeah. That's good. Okay. Right. Well, let's go for it. And Corinda's saying, yes, he can hear us. Good. That's good news. Thank you, Corinda.
We don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing, though.
Twice confirmed. Okay, let's press play. Now, the way this works is we're given a song title, 4 artists. We have to pick the correct artists out of the 4 on screen. So the song is The Valley Road, and our potential artists are Chicago, Richard Marx, Bruce Hornsby in the Range, or Inner City.
Who? Richard Marx. I was thinking the Marx Brothers.
Yeah, a bit later than that, I think. And Corinda can hear both of them.
It's quite funny because if you look at these names, Chicago is like a town. Inner City sounds like you travelled to the town. With the Marx Brothers to visit Bruce Hornsby, who's got a train set on the range.
You're telling stories with the artists, aren't you?
Yeah.
Yeah. Angelica's got a German, again, when we're doing German, and you've got 4 dice. Each dice has a different picture on it. And you've actually got to tell the story using the pictures on the dice.
Yeah.
Is it dice or die? Die.
Die.
Die is the right pure.
Yeah, it is. Yeah. It's like some words I'm trying to think. I can't think of any off the top of my head. Like scones. Like you get some people call them scones and scones, and I don't know. All different ways of saying it, isn't there?
Yeah, I'm from up north, and it's pronounced scone. Angelica says scone. So as a decider,
that's what I say. Scone. It's a scone.
Yeah, I understand the stone of scone, or the stone of scone.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. That's a.
You could start a pop group called the Rolling Scones.
All right. Okay. And do you have? Which one are you going to plump for?
I would have gone for the train set guy, Bruce.
Right. Okay. So we're going to get. It's not. That's Hornby, not Hornsby.
Yeah, I know, but I'm saying that because of copyright infringement.
Right. Okay. First one we got right. Well, Corinda got right and Fonz got right. All good. Second song, Wild Wild West. Was it Cher, Jean Cougar Mellencamp, Public Enemy, or Escape Club?
Oh.
This is the 80s. I'd given up listening to pop music in the 80s. So I've no idea.
I don't know this one.
Right. As you're watching us live, thank you. If you do know the answer to this, then please pop in one of the 4 answers and help us. Well, if we match last week's score, because we got 10 out of 10 last week, didn't we? Or did we 9 out of 10?
Oh, somebody's saying Escape Club.
And we say hello to Harper. And Harper is in Arizona, so we are international. Hello, Harper. Look forward to seeing you on Wednesday.
Hopefully, he's saved us.
Well, hopefully, because have you got a clue?
No idea.
Corinda, what's the answer, Corinda? Okay. Right, I'll just hang on for a second or two, and
he's saying Cher.
But he's saying think.
Think Cher.
He thinks it's Cher.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, Harper was quite positive with his answer. You can tell it in the way he's actually typed it in. So, shall we go with Escape Club?
Yep.
Okay. Well played, Harper.
Saved us there.
Truly. Right, song number 3 of 10. Make Me Lose Control. Was it Eric Carmen, Inner City, Chicago, or Richard Marx? Now, we've had 3 out of the 4 before. I think they're trying to sort of tempt us into an answer.
Eric Cartman was the guy who sung songs for Dirty Dancing, wasn't he? I think. So I know who he is. Inner City, I still think it's a train. Chicago, I'm still thinking it's a city. And Richard Marx, I'm still thinking of the Marx Brothers. So no good at all to you.
No, but we've been joined by more people, so we'll stand a chance. If you do know the answer, and this is only a game, but it's always nice to get a high score. If you get it wrong, it's not a problem. just type in your answer. And Corinda has gone for Eric Carmen, and more people watching us. And all you have to do, if you know the answer, is to comment. And the more comments we get, and we say hello to Gregor. And Gregor is saying hello to Corinda. And Harper is commenting, and we've got.
I know.
Don't know.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Well,
okay.
I can relate to that.
Yeah. Okay, so we're going to have to plump for something if we don't know.
I think we should just go what we've been said, really. Eric Carmen.
Eric Carmen.
Yeah.
Okay. I got a leaning for no other reason than Sixth Sense towards Inner City, but we'll go.
Yeah. Well, if you think it's, how sure are you?
No. If we got a few more votes in, then I'd be more confident. But we'll go with Eric Carmen. See. Right. Okay. Song number 4, Out of the Blue. And they're here again. Richard Marx, Inner City, and Chicago are on every single blooming question. Debbie Gibson is the 4th potential artiste on this one.
Well, they probably felt sorry for you to have to keep reading them out, so they've made it a bit easier for you.
Right, and Corinda says he's got the song in his head. So yeah, Corinda's an 80s kind of guy, so
yeah,
we'd say it's on safe ground.
This be a good one for him then. Help.
Yeah. Out of the blue.
Yeah, this question's out of the blue.
No, we've got to find an answer. There's got to be some answer. If you are watching live, remember, your vote counts. And over to Harper, and Harper, Debbie Gibson. Debbie Gibson. Okay.
I don't even know, who is Debbie Gibson?
I've no idea.
Did she make guitars?
I don't know. I mean, I don't. Well, yeah, good one. Yeah. Did you hear that cough?
Yeah.
Oh, right. Okay.
Cancellation didn't knock it out.
Right. Okay. That's good to know. And just make sure that the cancellation is on. That might be a point. Yeah, it's on. Did you hear that?
What, me? Or you?
No. If you didn't hear me, then that's okay.
No, I didn't know.
Yeah. Okay, and let's catch up with the answers. And
I've got thingy here. Look, American teen singer from Harper in the 80s. That's who Debbie Gibson is.
Okay. So, thank you, Harper. And we're going to go with, shall we?
Yeah.
Okay. Well played, Harper. Batting well.
3 questions. Oh, monkey. Really?
Yeah. Monkey is the song title. The ops are George Michael, Pebbles, New Edition, or Richard Marx.
Wasn't that Pebble Flintstones?
No, I don't know.
New Edition. That's is that Kenny Rogers backing group, or is this a different New Edition?
Well, it would normally be Kenny Rogers and the New Edition. It might just been the New Edition on their own.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My phone's ringing. Hold on, I've got to cut the sound down. I'll be back in a minute.
Okay. Right. So Fonz has gone quiet, and it's left to me. Okay. So I this 80s. It's just 60s, yes. 70s, yes. Early 80s, but this is late 80s. This is 88, and New Edition, says Harper. Hip hop. Is it Pebble? Says Corinda. Don't know. We shall soon find out. I'm waiting for Fonz to. They're still talking. Are you okay? I think Fonz is okay now. Are you okay?
Yeah, no. Yeah, I was just talking to myself. It was only a quick phone call.
Right.
I was going to say, Harper was saying his new edition was a hip hop group, so it's definitely not the one with Kenny Rogers then.
Well, no, because that was CNW, wasn't it? Yes. Okay. So there's obviously more than one new edition.
Yeah, they're the new. They should have been called the new edition.
Right. Okay. Time's up.
Why do you go quiet when I give really crappy jokes?
Discretion is the better part of valor. It was George Michael.
Was it?
Wow.
Wow.
Okay.
I would have never known that.
Right. The song is I Found Someone, and the options are Cher, Breathe, Taylor Dane, or Yaz.
Yaz. Do you remember Yaz? The only way is up. Do you remember that song?
No. Oh, wait a minute.
It was massive.
Vaguely.
It was massive.
I don't know where I was in the 80s.
It was massive. It was a woman with dyed hair, like blonde hair, and she was jumping around all the time.
Wow. And did she sing I Found Someone?
No, I know that she said the only way is up for you and me, baby. You got to a point you heard that song so much. It's like, what's the name in it? Kevin Costner's song, Anything I Do. Not Kevin Costner, Bryan Adams. Kevin Costner was in the film. Anything I do it for you. That song, brilliant song. Brilliant. It was number one for so long that it done your head in. Time it actually got knocked off number one because it was just there too long.
Okay. And now something that makes me feel a little bit older than a Harper. 88 was his graduation year. And Brenda is saying Cher.
I think, yeah, thinking about it, he could be. I found someone that sort of Sherry, in it, sort of like they got that kind of
Okay.
Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves. That's the one.
Now, strange you mentioned that. About 30 miles away from us is Wardour Castle.
Yeah.
And that's where part of Prince of Thieves was shot.
Have you noticed? But most of the cast were American, so that was quite interesting.
Well, yeah, to the fact that Americans came over here at the time of Robin Hood.
Yeah.
So
and
chicken and egg.
Yeah, and they had all perfect teeth as well, and looked like they were well dressed as well. That's why I hate historical films and stuff, because it's not always factually right, especially the Titanic film. I think the only thing about the Titanic film that's right is it's sinking.
And Harper's guessing that it is
Cher.
Is Facebook slow today?
Depends
Don't know
where
about
you
Facebook slow, but
Depends. I was saying, it depends where you are.
Yeah, that's very true. Okay, so we're going to go with we've got 1.5 votes for sure. Are we going to go with that?
Yeah. If I had to, I'll be honest. If I had to pick one, it would be Cher.
Okay, song number 7. Don't Be Cruel.
Elvis.
Was it Belinda Carlisle, Eric Carmen, David Lee Roth, or Bobby Brown? No, wait for the answer. Facebook. Yes, and it's in his lyrics, wasn't it?
I don't be cruel. The heart is true.
Yeah.
I don't want no one to love. Maybe
Just
it's new you. Sing along.
So just two things here. That wasn't 1988, and he's not one of the 4 artists on the board.
And if he did sing it, in 1988, he would have found it very hard.
It would, yes.
Yeah, better. I don't be cruel. It's a good song, though, isn't it?
Oh, Elvis songs are brilliant.
Yeah.
Harper's saying Bobby Brown. Corinda is saying Bobby Brown. Thank you, gentlemen.
Can I tell you what Elvis song really fascinates me? Heartbreak Hotel. Because the story behind this is actually from a news. The two writers who wrote it, Elvis didn't write a word of it. He never ever said that he wrote a word of it, but he was credited as writer. But he never did say, I wrote that, which is, you know what I mean, him being fair. But it was from a newspaper cutting of a bloke whose girlfriend left him and he went to a hotel and killed himself. And the headline said, I walk a lonely street. And they wrote a song from it. So that's why I love Heartbreak Hotel. Not because somebody thinking about how a newspaper article inspired the brilliant song.
Right. We have votes for Bobby Brown, shall we?
But it's not good as Elvis, though, is it?
Well played, team. I'll always love you.
It's Dolly Parton. Whitney Houston.
No, they're not. She's not on the board. Neither of them. Always, I will always love you, or I'll always love you. Debbie Gibson, Steve Winwood. Is that Steve Winwood spelled correctly?
It's Winwood. There's no D in it, is there?
There's no D in it.
No.
Ignore Steve Winwood because it's not him because the name's spelled wrongly. Taylor Dane or Bruce Hornsby in the range. Winwood. What sort of?
Let me just double check that because I'm sure that it's Winwood.
At this point, we give a shout out to Trivia Plaza for putting the quizzes together. We do feel though that Steve Winwood is not the correct answer.
It's definitely not the correct answer. There is no D in here, and it's Winwood, not Windwood.
Okay, so that's a wind up, is it?
It might be just but it's it's like I suppose somebody typed it in, didn't notice. So that could be that could be the answer.
I don't. Okay, nobody knows the answer at the moment. Facebook's running slow, so we'll have to wait a second or two for the answers to come through.
Do you know what I hate? Words that are spelled one way but said another way. One of the things I noticed when I did an audio, the name Jimby. Now, how would you think that's spelled? Jimby.
You spell it, I think, Jimby.
Yeah, that's what you'd think. But the name was actually spelled G-I at the start. M-B-Y. Jimby.
Corinda has no idea. Fair enough, Corinda, you're not alone. And Harper is saying Taylor Dane as the guess. Right, okay. Now, given that Harper's got ones right in the previous questions, we're going to go with Taylor Dane?
Yeah, let's go for it.
Well played, Harper. Team's doing well. Okay, song number 9 of 10, Cuddly Toy. Was it Inner City, Bobby Brown, Rashford, or Aerosmith? Okay. Now, if you're watching on the replay, thank you. If you got this far, if you got to question 9, thank you. I hope that you're scoring well. We're on for a darn good score this week with the help of Harper and Corinda. And if you have joined us, this is the pop quiz. 10 questions. We're given the title and 4 possible answers. And all you need to do is to type in your answer. And we'll feature it on screen and you'll be in the video on Facebook and YouTube. Okay, the answer coming in, Corinda, is Roachford, says Corinda.
It's not Aerosmith and it's not Bobby Brown, so it leaves it between Inner City and Roachford.
Okay, and then Harper, he's throwing his arms in the air again. Okay, so it's down to me and Corinda.
Oh God, if I had to pick, it's Bobby Brown, Aerosmith, so they're definitely out. Because it wouldn't suit their style whatsoever. So if it had to pick inner city or Roachford. I would have gone for Roachford as well.
Okay, done. Well played, team. Okay, last question this week. 10th question. Its title is Mercedes Boy, and you're doing it again. Choices of Pebbles, Cheap Trick, Robert Palmer, or Steve Winwood. Now, this gives the game away, doesn't it?
Yeah. I like the way they've got Cheap Trick above Steve Winwood.
Yeah, what they've got is they've got a database of titles and a database of artists, and it mixes them up. So if they misspell Steve Winwood's name wrong once, in every single question he appears, it will be wrong.
It's wrong. Yeah.
So we know how they constructed this quiz now.
Yeah.
We're learning.
Steve Winwood. Yeah, but the thing is, if you get a question, a song by like Higher Love by Steve Winwood, and it says Steve Winwood, it's correct. It's not correct because he didn't sing it. Steve Winwood did.
Right. Okay. Waiting for the guesses to come in, and
Everybody's saying Pebbles.
everybody's saying Pebbles. So we've got 2 votes for Pebbles.
Yeah.
Do we?
Yeah, I think that's.
Okay. So this is
sure.
Pebbles for 9 out of 10. Well played, team.
Only
Excellent.
one wrong.
Oh wow!
And the average
Look at
is
that.
6.
6, and we got 9. The team. Well, we didn't get 9. You and I didn't get 9, but the team got 9.
We definitely would have got 9. We would have got less than 6.
Well, leave that on screen for a second or two so we can have a screenshot of it. But well played, everybody. Phenomenal. Phenomenal. And well played, Harper, and well played, Corinda. Team effort. Perry Pebbles Reed. Thank you, Corinda.
Oh, that must be their full name.
All right. Okay, awesome. So there we have it. The quiz is over for this week, and we got an awesome 9 out of 10. Okay. So let's
all good.
rejig things. Okay. So well played, and especially well played, Corinda and Harper, who sort of pushed us gently in the right direction.
Definitely, yeah.
It was definitely a team effort.
Well, more than pushed us, shoved us in the right direction because we had no chance to get them right.
And talking of team efforts, normally we do our show Monday through Friday, and then we disappear for 3 months. This time round, the team are going to be broadcasting weekly. And we had a fantastic week last week with Tina, Marco, me, Brigetti, Joe, Lillian, Nick, David, Lottie, and Linda. So you'll find us broadcasting at least every week to keep things moving, because we've got a live video production blueprint coming out in a few weeks' time. Right, okay, you've got a question, Fonz. Chris says, I want to ask you a question. How do you broadcast?
Broadcast, okay. As in which video, sound? I do a lot of broadcasting, so it's in which kind?
Which platform? Yeah. Can you give us a bit more information?
Yeah.
I'll give Fonz a bit more information, please, Corinda. And
I'll happily help when I don't give the wrong information.
Right. Well, last week we looked at BeLive, which is where we are today, and we looked at StreamYard. We looked at Restream.io. We looked at Melon from Streamlabs, and we looked at OBS Ninja. OBS Ninja is totally free. It runs in your browser, it runs on OBS, and you can have up to 7 people on screen for free. So I might post a link to that afterwards. Over to Corinda, and further information is coming in.
Oh,
Ali. Oh,
yeah. Video, okay, video and audio.
What is your broadcasting setup?
Well, I use Be Live for video, and with my audio, if I'm recording audio, I use Audacity. Don't know if you know of Audacity. It's completely free. And when I was on the radio days, actually a lot of radio stations recommend it, and it's good software. And so I record audio through Audacity.
Good.
Hopefully that answers the question. Sorry?
And your hardware?
Hardware.
Yes. Your camera?
Camera. Yeah, it's there. I can't see.
I know it's there.
I can't see.
Could you give us a make and a model, please?
I can't see it from here because it's right at the back, and I've got to stand up in front of you.
Right.
No, it's at the back.
It's okay. It's all right. It's all right. If it doesn't say Logitech on the front, then we.
No, it's not Logitech. It's actually it's Tees, I think. I can't see it.
It's okay. It's okay. Your microphone then, which you can see because it's.
I don't know. Actually, I got this microphone, and at the radio, back in the radio days, we used to have really expensive microphones, and this I got off of eBay. It hasn't even got a brand name on it. I got this off eBay for about 35 quid, and it's done me good.
Okay, good. Right, next question from Corinda. How do you broadcast live from OBS Ninja from Facebook and YouTube? Basically, OBS can broadcast to one place at a time. And OBS Ninja feeds into OBS. So you bring everybody together in a room. So 7 people in a room. You take that room onto OBS. And then from OBS, you can go out to one destination at a time. And that destination can be YouTube or Facebook, or you can actually go out to OneStream.live. Now, I had a busman's holiday yesterday. I took OBS Ninja into OBS and then I took it out to OneStream. And my reason for doing that, as being the feed out of OBS, was to go live on my website. And I now have the technology to actually go live on my website anytime. So I don't need to go live on YouTube. I don't need to go live on Facebook. Yeah. I can just go live on my website.
I was going to say that actually what you're saying is something that somebody else was mentioning to me. They run a small community project, not local to me, and what they've done is it's like they have programs about community, so they have live discussions on it. You know, like a bit like the old village committee meeting sort of thing. We all sit around the table. It's not like that, but that's that sort of idea. And what they do is they do live through OBS on their website, live meetings, so people can watch them. So it's a bit like watching live TV, really, over these discussions with people.
Yeah. I mean, you need some way of getting several people into OBS. Once you've got that sussed.
I still haven't worked out how you get it on the website. How do you get it on the website then?
Right. Okay. Let's just take Corinda talking about website. Can you put Be Live on a website? Okay. Right. The thing about OneStream.live is it's got its own video player. So they have an embeddable video player. So when you go live on OneStream.live, you can embed the video into your website.
Yeah.
So and it's once you've done it, then it's set up forever. I mean, we could go live on there anytime we like, 24/7 if you want.
Yeah, you could run
and you're not going you're not going through Facebook or YouTube, which means it's quicker because there's no processing. It's all done.
Thing is, in theory, if it had a playout system on it, you could run non-stop programming for it, but it doesn't, and you wouldn't want to do that anyway. But it's handy, like I was saying, it's handy for meetings, though, isn't it? It's like that kind of thing. Broadcasting live.
If you want to make the web page private and just people who've got the link can see it, then it is a way of actually doing chargeable broadcasts. Over to Corinda. Have we heard about Bit Gravity?
No.
Stephen and Fonz, have you heard about Bit Gravity?
I'm writing all this stuff this down because when people say stuff, I always like to check it out. So if I don't know about Bit Gravity, I will do after this show.
Okay, that's good. Yeah. So OneStream.live goes out to the website. It can also go to 30 other destinations. So you could go live on YouTube.
Yeah.
Twitter.
How much they charge for that? Was it?
Right, I'm coming to that.
That's always the last bit.
I recommended it to the team, and then I was told that it costs $85 a month.
Really?
And yeah, because well, the thing was, Restream, which is $46 a month, used to have their own video player.
Yeah. And
they wrote to every weekend, last Friday, and they said, right, okay, we've got some good news for you. The good news is that you can now go to these content distribution networks, CDNs, and you can take your Restream feed to these people, and you can then go out to your website, and it all works wonderfully well. Well, yes, it does, because these sites charge you anything from $20 to $200.
Wow.
And Restream had a free embeddable web player, and they said all this good news at the top, and then at the bottom it said, by the way, we'd like you to know we're going to close down our embeddable web player, and you've got 2 weeks to migrate to one of the 3 systems above. And I thought, well, I can't say what I thought, because somewhere around the world it's before the watershed. I thought, well, there must be an alternative way to do it, to go out to the website, because you've got to have an embeddable player. You can't just go to my website. It gets very complicated if you want to have your own server and everything.
Yeah, definitely. Tell me about that.
So I found OneStream.live, and I was fortunate because it was an AppSumo deal last year, and I stacked 2 of the deals. So basically, I got OneStream.live for life. And it's not going to cost me another penny. So I'm not paying the $85 a month yet. I have this new ability, because they only released it over the weekend. This new ability to actually go live on the website. But for anybody else, it's $85. So it's difficult to actually recommend it. But if you were producing shows for other people and you said to them, right, for $10 you can go out to your website, then you could get the $80 back.
Yeah, I see what you mean. Yeah,
that's the way to look at it. Who's the owner of Restream? And then can you bring them on the show? We do know some people at Restream. They have 3 million customers. And been going quite some time, and we'll see if we can reach out. I'm just thinking. I think Marco may know somebody who we can bring onto a broadcast. It's all about connections.
Did you hear my dog barking then?
No.
That's good.
You've got Chris working. I'm telling you. There's no background noise. There's just your microphone. That's how it should be. It works.
That's good then.
Honest. Listen to the recording.
I will. It's annoying though, isn't it? Not thingy, because you can still hear it yourself, can't you?
Oh yeah. I mean, you can hear the banging and clattering and noises off, but they're not making it through the microphone, and that's where it counts. I mean, I mean, the other thing you could do is wear headphones, and then I mean, if you had a pair of aftershocks, and I'm not on commission here, then the beauty of these headphones is they don't go in your ears, they go on the bone at the side of your ears, and you can hear perfectly. You can hear the music, beautiful quality. But the thing is that you can go, if you go out walking or jogging, you can go in traffic, you can hear the traffic. So these are a very safe pair of headphones, because when you put the headphones into your ears, you can't hear anything around you. So with these, you can actually hear what's going on around you.
Yeah, that's good.
So
that's good.
Yeah, I mean, Chris. Sorry.
No, I've got to say I've got to nip off.
All right.
I've got to go. I don't know.
Fine.
We could, I don't know if we're nearly the end of the show anyway, aren't we?
Yeah. Okay. I'll carry on for a little while.
I've got to go. I've got important business to do. More details next week.
Okay. Take care.
Good luck with your dinner later.
It's pork tonight. Roast pork.
Right.
Roast potatoes.
I'll see everybody soon. Bye.
Okay. Right. Okay. Now, still here. All right. Okay. And we've now gone full screen. Okay. A shout out for BeLive, because this, I'll take the headphones off because they will pretend I'm not actually, I can actually hear through my speakers. This broadcast, if you think it's good quality, that's because it is. This broadcast is going out at 1080p on BeLive. BeLive are the only, or one of the very few companies that can broadcast to Facebook in 1080p. Everybody can go to YouTube in 1080p, but only BeLive as a preferred partner can actually do the video side on Facebook. And we noticed how earlier today that the quality of the video was very, very crisp and clear. Now, as I said earlier, I've been experimenting over the weekend. Right, we don't have the live video production is just a weekly show. Okay, so it's live video production weekly. We did our 5 days last week. That's been and gone. So from now on, Nick and I will be live on a Monday at 3 p.m. But there is nobody Tuesday through Friday because we don't want to do it continuously. So we will be back with the daily one in April, end of April probably, to announce the live video production blueprint. So that's for me and you to look forward to. That will be quite something with Joe and Lottie and the full team. And let's bring on the full team because this team is just amazing. Everybody gets on, we're all friends and we work well together. And just a shout out to Brigetti, who did the graphics that you can see on screen today. In fact, she's done quite a lot of graphics in the last 24 hours. Darn good they are too. So, as I was saying, where was I? Oh, yes, okay. This weekend, I wanted to see if you could actually use OBS and go live to your website. And the answer is yes, you can. Basically, if you use OBS Ninja, bring people into OBS, that's all free, totally free. And you could go to Facebook and YouTube. But in addition, you can go off to OneStream.live with their new video player and you can broadcast on your website. Now, great fun doing that because you can go live on your website without going live anywhere else, which means you're creating exclusive content because OBS records what you're doing. So I'm going to be doing more of that, I think. Just impromptu broadcast live on the website, nowhere else. And we'll see how that works out to drive traffic to the website. So I'm going to put the player onto the live video production website and on the live video training website. So it'll be on two websites and we'll have some fun actually putting it through its paces with me on screen and with several people on screen. But those are going to be impromptu broadcasts in addition to the regular scheduled programs. The next program tomorrow is at 12 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. in the UK. And it is live Q&A on BeLive with myself and Corinda. And we'll be talking about BeLive and live broadcasting in general. And there might be, even though it's the live Q&A about BeLive, there might be a mention of Haps TV as well. So that's to look forward to tomorrow. And yeah, all the team are networking professionals. That is true. And Corinda is saying, right. Okay, excellent. Okay, so Fonz has disappeared. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to give you an example of OBS. If I can find the right day, here it is. I'm going to bring it up on screen, and I'm going to take myself off solo. So hide that. So you now got the video from Friday. Now this video is special because this video costs exactly nothing to produce. We were live on OBS Ninja through OBS going to Facebook, and the software costs nothing. OBS is free, OBS Ninja is free, and the quality is, well, pretty darn good for free. So without further ado, I'm going to take the video full screen. I'm going to switch my microphone off and press play. So we're just going to play a few minutes of this.
You don't use anymore, and she just happened to. So I got her iPhone, didn't pay for it, and then because I didn't intend on switching over to iPhone, I just wanted it for Clubhouse to see what this was all about, see if it's something for me. And so I got the iPhone, and then you don't need any special service. All you need is Wi-Fi in order to tap into Clubhouse. So I'm on Clubhouse 100% for free. So if there's somebody, if you know somebody who has an iPhone, they're not using it and they'll give it to you, you can always go that route.
I do have an iPhone, but this is not iPhone 12. I think there is a number. It's not just any kind of iPhone. So you have to have.
I think it's eight. I think it's 8 and over. It's the more recent ones. It's like 7 or 8 and over.
Yeah, exactly. So I have an iPhone. I have a Mac, but I think you need. Really, you cannot just use on any iPhone. And I tried to upgrade this iPhone, saying I'm not buying another iPhone, but no.
I think you can get it on your laptop, though. I think I was looking. I could see I could get it on my desktop, on my.
I would love to, because
Surface.
I have like 4, but I couldn't just download. It wouldn't allow me. It says you need iOS 12. That's what it said.
Well, there we go. We've got OBS.Ninja that we can do the audio broadcasts for free anyway. Thank you, Stephen, for letting us know about this today.
Yeah.
But not on Clubhouse, though, right? Yeah, you wouldn't be able to do it on Clubhouse.
No.
That's the beauty of Clubhouse, is that you have this up and coming audiences. You know, I built over 1,000 connections on Clubhouse in a month, and that's from showing up, you know, into these rooms. And so when you have that opportunity, anybody watching, if you have that opportunity to get into Clubhouse, you know, I just take it, just go for it, just do it. And I have 5 invites right now available. So if anybody wants one, reach out to me. You have to reach out to me with your phone number so that I can connect you. However, if you're international from me, I don't know how to enter those phone numbers, and I don't want to mess it up. Once you send an invite, you lose it. You lose it. So I'm not willing to lose my invites. They're precious. They're
but this is the thing again. This is the thing of the next shining object, which I'm really cautious about telling women to do, because you're pulling them from one place to the next. You know, there was Facebook, there is a YouTube, there is Anchor, there is all this stuff, and there is LinkedIn, which you do not have access to. Now there is Clubhouse. You know, it's like we are just running behind the next shining object. I just want women to pick 2 platforms that you're comfortable with, and you grow yourself, then you move to the next one. Now, if everybody has to move on to Clubhouse to get 1,000 followers, is that bringing you money?
It is.
Is that creating you the business that you need? You know, the followers are something. If you do not know how to market yourself, if you do not know how to know content, you know, they should get the basic skills of.
Back to me, you can hear me. The video we were watching there was recorded last Friday, and the beautiful thing about it is the quality of the video overall. I mean, Linda was in her car on mobile. Lillian was in Switzerland. Lottie is in Ireland. I'm in the UK. And the OBS Ninja system brought the 4 of us together, and we were able to have a discussion. Now, it doesn't have all the bells and whistles that Be Live and StreamYard have, but the thing about it is it's totally free. And we're promoting this in the coming months because it is a totally free option. And if you want to broadcast live any time of night or day for free, then using OBS with OBS Ninja is the way to go. I'll be doing a lot of programs based around OBS and OBS Ninja. You'll be able to watch them live on Be Live in 5, live on live video production, and live on several other pages as well. And I'd like to say thank you to everybody who's watched us live today. If you caught the replay, thank you too. I'll be back tomorrow at 12 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. in the UK, when we will be talking about Be Live, live broadcasting. And if you've got any questions, it is a live Q&A session. Any topic in relation to broadcasting, bring it along and we'll try our best to answer. So for now, from Wiltshire in England in the UK, this is Stephen saying thank you for watching. Take care, and I will see you again soon. Bye for now.